The moon hung heavy over oil, a pale witness to the pride of a king. Below, the parade grounds teemed with thousands. Torches flickered like a sea of stars, casting long, dancing shadows against the ancient stone walls. The air was thick with expectation. In the royal gallery, ambassadors draped in rich, vibrant silks watched in silence. They had come to see the power of the Storm King. King Sango stood at the center of the grounds, his broad shoulders draped in regal red and gold. He looked every bit the god king. Beside him stood a Fanja, a mountain of a man in leather armor. He leaned in, his voice a low rumble. "You don't have to do this." Sango did not look at him. His gaze was fixed on the horizon, his resolve unshaken. "Yes, I do," he replied firmly. High above, behind the cold iron bars of his prison cell, Agni watched with a calculating gaze, waiting for the king to stumble. Sango raised his arms to the heavens. Instantly the sky responded. Dark, heavy clouds began to boil, swallowing the moon in an ink-black swirl. The first bolt of lightning pulsed within the clouds, a rhythmic heartbeat of raw power that sent a tremor through the very earth. With a roar of command, Sango called down fire. 3 brilliant, controlled strikes slammed into the marked ritual stones with terrifying precision. The crowd gasped, then broke into a deafening chant. Aloft and aloft, the sound of their worship echoed through the valley. But in the shadows, a small boy chased a wooden ball. Oblivious to the storm, he slipped past the guards and into the center. Sango saw him just as the next ball reached its peak. The king's eyes widened. "No, no," he screamed, trying to divert the strike. He wrenched his arms down with all his might. The feedback hit him like a physical blow, sending him staggering back across the stone. The diverted lightning became an unstable beast. It doubled back, arcing wildly through the air and striking the palace roof with a thunderous crack. Fire erupted instantly. The royal ancestors' shrine, the heart of their history, began to burn. The crowd's cheers turned into screams of panic. Fanja didn't hesitate. He lunged forward, grabbing the child and hurling him to safety just as a burning timber crashed down. Sango stood frozen, his hands shook, the power he sought to master now consuming his home. Oye ran toward him through the chaos. She grabbed his arm, her voice piercing the roar of the flames. "Sango, the inner chamber people are still in there." Sango snapped out of his shock. He and Afanja charged into the thick black smoke, disappearing into the inferno of the royal residence. Inside, the air was a furnace. Afanja used his immense strength to lift the fallen glowing beam, freeing a servant trapped beneath the debris. Sango moved like a man possessed, pulling his subjects from the reach of the flames. His regal robes were now scorched and tattered. Outside, Oba sat in the dirt, her soft blue robe stained with ash. She watched the destruction with patient devotion and silent distress. Osen stood nearby, a golden figure in the gloom. Her mystical presence was a calm contrast to the violent heat of the night. As dawn began to break, the fire finally died down, but the cost was written in the smoldering ruins of the palace. 3 bodies lay covered on the parade grounds. The tragedy was no longer a prophesied, it was a reality that stained the morning air. Sango stood alone by the charred walls. He looked down at his hands badly burned, numb, and trembling with the weight of his faith. The palace that held the memory of his ancestors, gone. I had hoped I was wrong. I am never wrong.